Oi, Brazil, how are you? Wearing this shirt for you. Making this video about IELTS Task 2 writing structure for you. To give back to you, the community who give me so much. I know that lots of you need to do IELTS. Also, you've lost jobs, your schools might not be open, and they're not treating you maybe as well as you deserve to be treated. Well, what can you do? No point complaining about it, no point worrying about it. We've just got to do our best, right? So watch these videos, practice writing, put it in the comments, and I know you will get better. I just had one of your fellow countrymen, a Brazilian guy, and over 5 hours, his confidence and his ability have increased greatly. So I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, but it's going to be well worth your time. And what you get to see is not a picture of me wearing a Brazilian shirt, speaking pretty boringly. Well, maybe I'll speak boringly, I don't know. You get to see this. Hello, I'm down here now. What we're going to do is look at the IELTS writing course. I'm going to go through it pretty quickly. You can watch the videos as many times as you want, fast forward, rewind, who knows. Anyway, so we're looking at the structure. It's going to cover task response. This is how well you answer the question. This is one of the biggest mistakes that people make. They do not answer the question. And a lovely Brazilian girl, Luciana, she said one day after class, "Oh, I have to answer the question, not a question." That's exactly right, Luciana. The question, not just the topic, the question. So the structure will help you do that. It will help with coherence and cohesion. Coherence is, does it make sense? And cohesion is how well are the sentences put together. It will be very good by the end of this video. We'll also look at lexical resource, or how the structure can help you a little bit with lexical resource, which just means vocabulary. It's a boring teacher word for vocabulary. And then also how it can help you a little bit. Like, you got to meet me halfway. It can help you a bit, but I can't do it for you. But the structure could help you with grammar range. This is using different types of grammar. Noun clauses, adverb clauses, things like if and because and when, that sort of thing. And accuracy. That's a big challenge. You should go and watch my videos on YouTube on how to be more accurate as well. So, structure, my friends. There are 4 parts, and you probably know these 4 parts, so I'm not teaching you much at the moment. That is the introduction. We don't want to go there. That's introduction. Body 1. Body 2. And conclusion. Woo! Well, we've just learned how to do IELTS Task 2 writing. In fact, we haven't. If a teacher tells you that, go to a different class. So, the introduction. Do you know these guys? KISS? Probably you do. You guys like cool music. KISS. What does it mean? It means keep it super simple. We'll just keep it there. Keep it super simple. What I find that a lot of you do is that you write your introduction in what apparently universities in Brazil want. And it's nice, big, long, beautiful introduction. And then you do that in my class and I say, no, don't do that. It's just a lot of fluff. And then one Brazilian student taught me this. It's the only Portuguese that I know. And every time I tell somebody, do this or remember this, they laugh and they say, haha, that's true. Now, I'm not sure if I can spell it correctly, but it is nauczenia linguica. Probably with little squiggles everywhere, maybe here, I don't know. Nauczenia linguica, my friends. If you get nothing more from this video, nauczenia linguica. Don't stuff the sausage. You know that better than me. So your introduction wants to be nice and simple. Simple sausage, like a Bunnings sausage sizzle. Don't write too much. Further on in the video, we'll see a little bit more about it, right? But remember, nauczenia linguica. That's it. So keep it super simple. Now the questions, usually they're just two parts. It's not a big debate or an argument. You know, if the question is, should we send children to school or should we teach them at home? Discuss both sides and give your opinion. It's not a big debate. What are the advantages? The advantages of living in the city and the advantages of living in the countryside. It's not a big debate. We don't need to fight about it. It's not an argument. It's just two sides. Right? Sometimes it might be an argument, but usually not. It's not polarizing or polemic, as you guys say. Really, it's not. It's just, what do you think? Right? I don't care what you think. And the examiner doesn't care what you think either. As long as you answer the question with a logical answer and you support your ideas, they don't care about your answer. They really don't. It's not a hot issue. It's just two sides. Usually two parts to the question, right? So, no, it's not a debate. No, it's not polarizing. No, it's not a hot issue. So we don't want to write that way. Cool? Let's go next. Just your opinion. But what we do want to include, 1, 2, 3, we get through this quickly. We want these things. A general statement. What is the topic? It's sort of like the umbrella, right? You have an umbrella, and then there are both sides. There are two people under the umbrella, right? I'm going to draw an umbrella, but I'm not really very good at drawing an umbrella. That's an umbrella. These are two people under the umbrella. It's a massive umbrella for a lot of rain. That's two people under the umbrella. This is education, right? This is side 1. This is side 2. I'm a terrible artist, but never mind. So if the education umbrella was, you know, education is an important part of everybody's life. That's just true. Then under there we could have side 1, children should learn at traditional schools. Side 2, children should learn at home. What are the advantages of both? Maybe that's the question. It could be the purpose of university is to help people get better jobs, versus the purpose of university is just to learn for the sake of learning. I don't know. It's those two. It's education, and then two parts about education. And then your announced plan, which is your opinion and what you will do. In this essay, I will do whatever. I don't know the topic. But in future videos, we'll go through just the introduction, some examples from you, and then what I think could be better. Cool? Now the body. This is where you score points, my friend. And it can help with task response. Excuse me. If you want a 7, it says addresses all parts of the task. If there are 2 sections, do you do all of it? Maybe there are subsections as well. But this is the thing. A clear position throughout. It needs to be super clear what your opinion is. I shouldn't need to ask you. So clarity, super clear opinion. Presents, extends, and supports main ideas. Presents, extends, and supports main ideas. You will see how the structure can make that happen, and then you just have to do it. That's the hard part, right? You do it, you show me, we fix it, do it again. Happy days. You get 7. Invite me to your wedding and your kids' birthday parties. Everyone's happy. And maybe there's a little bit of overgeneralization, maybe, but you support everything. So this is what we want. Now I'm going to go through much more quickly so you can get on with your lives delivering Uber or making coxinha to give to me. Basically this is it. The body, half of the body. We want a topic sentence which is something like this. There are many good things about living in the city. For example, if I was talking about the benefits of living in the city. There are many good things about living in the city. Then I've got my first reason. Come on, green pen. Good God. My first reason. The first reason is that I suggest you do this. You don't have to do it. You could just write firstly. You could write first of all. But if you write the first reason is that, you're probably going to get better points for grammar. And the first reason is that it is convenient. That's not always the first reason. It's my first reason for this question. Then we've got an example. And my example could be, for example, many shops are open 24 hours a day. That's my very, very basic example of convenience. And we could go further with it, but this is just super quick guide to the structure. I want to get that in your head. Then we can go the next step. Then we have the result, if my pen wants to work, and the result is this means that you can buy whatever you want whenever you want it. The green parts are super important. Topic sentence. Reason, example, result. Topic sentence, reason, example, result. And then you can write pretty much that. You can write the first reason is that. You can write for example. You can write this means that. You can steal those things and write them in there every time. And let's move on. So it should look like this. It's exactly the same thing. I won't read it to you. But what we do want to look at is, here we go. Look at that. This is for coherence and cohesion for a 7. It says, organizes information and ideas. Clear progression. Well, if we have topic sentence, reason 1, for example, result, reason 2, example, result, it's going to flow logically, right? There are a range of cohesive devices. These are things like however, which, because, that, then, this, and. And there's a clear central topic within each paragraph. If you tell me there are many good things about living in the city, the first good thing and support it, the second good thing and support it, well, looks like you might be getting a 7. Happy days. Go through there quickly, don't need to worry about that. But this is what we do need to worry about. Conclusion. At the moment, reword your introduction, include your opinion, and don't add any new ideas. Cool? Now I think the introduction is one of the harder parts, but keep it nice and simple, practice, and you'll get it quite quickly. You'll be able to do it and score very well. One of my students who did get her score She was pretty stressed every night during my class, not because I'm an asshole, but because I'm very, very nice. And the structure of the introduction was hard. On her very last class, this lovely Brazilian lady, on her very last class before her test, all she did was write introductions. Introduction after introduction after introduction. I think she maybe did 15 to 20 introductions. She did one. It's too long. Do it again. I don't understand it. Do it again. It's too short. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. She had a bit of a cry, but she got the result she needed, and now she loves me. Of course. Why would she not love me? Eh? I don't know why. Now, it's not going to make as much sense to you until you do it and apply it and we talk about it. But let's do that in this group. It's private. Only the people here should be doing IELTS, probably Brazilian, probably doing IELTS. If they make fun of your work, well, they can get out. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of Dad, Teacher Paul. Let's go right away through, down to here. This is the structure of your whole essay. Take a screenshot, take a picture, write it down again. One Brazilian guy put this on his wife's makeup mirror. Put it wherever you're going to see it, because if you can remember this, it's going to help you a lot, right? Let's go down here. Let's use blue again. We've got this as our introduction. General statement, both sides, your opinion. We've got this as the topic sentence, body 1. Topic sentence, first reason, example, result, second reason, example, result. And then we've got this down here. Body 2 is exactly the same structure, of course, for the other side. And some different ways of doing things will get us better scores, but fundamentally this structure will work. Topic sentence, first reason, example, result. Second reason, example, result. Now it's reason. It might not always be reason. It might be a problem, it might be a cause, who knows what it will be. It might be an advantage, but I'll just put reason for now. And then of course, a conclusion. So easy. But, doesn't look that easy. How can you make it even easier? Even easier. Well, I'm going to show you. This is the question we've got, my friends. And it's very basic. It's very basic. Many people choose to live in the cities. However, many prefer to live in the countryside. Discuss the advantages of both and give your opinion. Discuss the advantages of both and give your opinion. It's not advantage and disadvantage, it's advantages of both. It's nice and simple to get an idea. So that's our question. I think that when you get this question, any question, when you get this, you automatically start writing. You write immediately. And that's not the best idea. I've got a guy from Brazil, he's going to do the test tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this. And I told him, when you open your test, everybody's going to start. They'll just panic and start writing. Don't do that. Take a deep breath. Read the question. Think about the structure. Then do what I'm going to show you next. You need to make a plan. Now that hasn't shown up very well on yours, so I'm going to have to draw it in there, aren't I? My drawing is going to be average, to say the least. You want to draw a little table. That's what I do. Draw a table. You've got the good of city life and the good of country life. Well, that is here. Advantages are good things. Living in the cities, advantages. Living in the countryside, advantages. It's working. Paul, you're a genius, right? Because if you know what you're going to write and you know the sentences to write. Definitely, you can write much more and more quickly and more clearly. And I know because when people don't make a plan, they fail. If I check their work in my class, I'll say, what do you mean there? That's a mess. Did you plan that? No, Paul, I didn't plan it, is what they say. Luckily, they're lovely, and I'm kind, so it doesn't really matter because we just try again, and then they make a plan and they pass. And I get WhatsApp messages of tears of joy because they are so happy. Right, Lace? I won't say Lace who, just Lace. Like, there are a couple of Laces. Anyway, then we've got reason. And we've got reason. Down here we've got example and explanation. Back again. We've got example or explanation. We've got result. Result. Fantastic. Well, we've got 1 and 2. So then we've got our second reason, second example, and second result. Bingo. Was his name-o. And there you go. There is an example. My reason, I'm going to have to draw around this again. Look at that. We put convenient. You want to plan first. Convenient. What's my example? It's 24-hour shops. Yours might be public transport. I know the public transport in Brazil might not be fantastic. In London, in England, it's terrible. Maybe it's terrible in Sydney as well. I have no idea. But in a city, the public transport is probably more convenient than in the countryside. So you could extend this, and me as an IELTS teacher and an IELTS examiner will love it if you put convenience as your advantage and then 24-hour shops and buying things, and then public transport and what that means. A big explanation of convenience will be good. Not too big, no interlinguiça, but big enough. Cool? And then of course you'll need the good of the countryside. I'm not going to do that because I'm much lazier than you. Very probably. You speak 2 languages, I speak 1 and a little bit. This here, that, bloody hell, this stuff here, that is going to help you so much. If you plan and you use the structure that I've shown you, so good, so good. And there you go. Bingo. We've looked at the structure. We looked at how to plan. I suggest that you plan and make that table for about 10 minutes and then you write using this structure. It's going to be so good. I suggest that you go and plan using this. Plan 4 essays. Don't write them, just plan them. And then take a picture and put it in this group and we'll have a look at the plan. Now, you've got to meet me halfway. You've got to do a little bit. If you need IELTS. If you don't need IELTS, like go surfing or drink some beers or something. But if you need IELTS, you should be doing this. In the next video, which you might want to watch now, I'm going to show you some actual sentences or beginnings of sentences that you can put in to the structure and that plan, just like this, just like that, but actual words and phrases that you can use for that. But that's the next video. Watch this one. Plan for answers. Cool? Can't wait to see your work. Have a fantastic day, my Brazilian friends.